What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy M. Davis and Ed. This is the infamous Riding Out All Day podcast with your host M. Davis, and today I got a special co-host. She might fuck around and be a host for real. We gonna see. Brandi in the motherfucking building.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Brandi Unique. Nice to meet y'all.
I forgot what episode you was on, but y'all was clowning. Y'all was clowning.
Y'all made me resign. I'm back. I'm gonna try this again. I've licked my wounds.
Y'all was clowning. Oh yeah, I want to just say this too. Blue cheese is not that bad.
It really isn't. As an adult, I could really appreciate blue cheese, actually.
Yeah, as of lately, I really been on my blue cheese shit.
I have to agree with you.
So shout out to blue cheese. I just want to mention that before we got into this shit. Today we doing top 5 rappers turn actors. Once again, top 5 rappers turn actors. There's been a lot of debate on who's who and what's what. We're gonna do a top 5 list. We may get into it over the list, but we're gonna come together and give y'all a good solid top 5 that we fuck with. But before we get to the top 5, who's some of the worst actors of all time?
The worst rappers turned actors of all time?
Yeah, worst rappers turned actors of all time. Give me one. Just give me one out the blue.
Now, why are you going to start with me? Why don't you start with yours, and then I'm going to see let me think about that.
I'll jump it off right now. They both was in the movie Belly, Nas and DMX.
But see, we disagree there because I thought that Nas was hella fine with T-Balls. I loved his role, and DMX was just giving,
Hold on though. See how you started? You started off with he was hella fine. We talking about acting.
That's what I'm saying. His role, he played like a character that the ladies was like, oh, he fine.
That nigga played
he a good man. They moved to Africa.
That nigga played a dumbass nigga. Nas, horrible. DMX, even though what else DMX has? DMX actually had a cool little acting career though.
Yeah. Wasn't he in that movie with Aaliyah? Everyone loved.
Romeo Must Die.
There you go. Yeah.
Cradle to the Grave. DMX was in hella shit back in the day. What else was he in? DMX was in a bunch of shit. A bunch of early shit back in the day.
And it just always seemed like a blessing to even be around him. Like, his character just exudes in the films he did, but like, he was no different in person. Just a cool, genuine person.
You know who else was trash?
Who?
Rapper turned actor. The Game.
Oh, I never seen The Game in anything. What was he on besides Love Connection? No shade.
Love Connection.
Love Connection.
What that wasn't fucking Love Connection.
It was.
That was called some other shit. We'll get to I'll figure out what that was. He was in the one movie with Tyrese where his son got kidnapped.
Change Your Heart. He was on Change Your Heart.
Yeah, Change Your Heart.
Okay.
You don't remember that movie where his son got kidnapped?
Absolutely not.
Tyrese's son got kidnapped.
Michelle, no, I never.
And Megan Good was in it.
Absolutely not.
No?
I love Megan Good though on Harlem. I love that show, but no, never saw that movie.
Shout out to Megan Good. She just got married, right? She married.
Beautiful, smiling. Oh, she looks so good every time you see her.
You think she happy?
It does appear so. Yes, I do believe she is.
Okay. Top five baddest of all time?
That's subjective, Not in my top 5. I think she's a beautiful. Okay, child stars, yes. Let's say child stars top 5 baddest of all time. Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Belly. Game was in the Belly 2. That was horrible.
Game was not in Belly.
Belly 2. He was in part 2.
Oh, part 2. Okay, so I'm obviously need to step up my rappers turned actors because I have not seen any of these movies.
I can't remember that other movie that nigga was in. Oh, Waist Deep. Waist Deep. Tyrese, Lorenz Tate, Megan Good. It was a cool little cast.
I was gonna say that sounds like a good lineup. I might have to check it out. Did you like the movie?
It was straight. Who else was a horrible rapper turned actor? I mean, you could say Juvenile he had a couple movies he was in. Soulja Boy did some movies he was trash.
Well, I'm going to say that I love Detective Finn, but some would argue Ice-T. But I actually really enjoy Ice-T in movies as well as TV. So
the crazy part is I'm debating on putting Ice-T in my top 5.
Oh, he is in my top 5.
Yeah,
SVU alone, he's in my top 5.
So why would we collectively? Why would you put him as worst? Come on, now.
I would not put him as worst. I would say that he has had controversy, and critics say that, but I do not agree with him.
Ain't he like up for like the longest TV show?
Absolutely. He's been on SVU since 2000, 25 years ago.
Shout out to Ice-T. I mean,
absolutely. Living legend.
Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Shit. Ice-T is my number 5.
Same. He's definitely listed here on my list as 5, but I did put an asterisk that some may argue the facts, but I love Ice-T.
Okay, so we agreeing on number 5 already. Ice-T.
Yeah, I definitely put him as 5.
Make some fucking noise. Okay.
And keep in mind, Ice-T is 67 years old, you guys. Okay? Still looking good, still making moves, beautiful wife, father, all the things. Ice-T is 67 years old.
Nigga should have never cut that perm off. He should have kept that. Them white motherfuckers over at SVU was like, buddy, if you want to keep this shit going, you gotta get rid of that shit.
To match the green eyes.
They was like, you gotta get rid of this shit, homie.
Okay, so besides his TV career, what other shows or movies have you enjoyed seeing him on?
I mean, of course, New Jack City.
Absolutely.
Of course, Breaking. You don't remember Breaking. You too young.
Nah, I don't remember Breaking, fam.
He was like the DJ, MC and that shit. What else was Ice-T in?
What about Leprechaun in the Hood? Did you see Leprechaun in the Hood?
Of course, Hood classic.
Absolutely.
Hood classic. You remember Trespass?
Now that one doesn't ring a bell. What's Trespass about? Give me a little recap.
They found some white boys found some gold, and they was trying to get out of there, but some gangsters found out they had the gold. Yeah.
That leads me to my number 4. Ice Cube is in it.
Ice Cube, you moving fast. You moving fast, motherfucker.
Slow down, you know I get excited.
And okay, but shit.
CB4. What role did he play in CB4?
You know what? That movie came out in 93, I think. I do not remember.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie. As far as the reason why Ice-T is in my 5 point, because it was between 4 and 3 for him. I mean 4 and 5 for him, but as of lately he ain't did no movies because he's tied into SVU and shit. But Ice Cube got a lot of bullshit on his on his shit too.
But that's why I put the asterisk, while the critics would say this and say that. But it's like any character. It's like you can love an actress or actor in one role and then they pivot to something else and you're like, that's a hard pass.
Yeah, he got a lot of bullshit. Who do you have at number 4? Well, I know you said Ice Cube, right?
Well, to be honest with you, I had Ice-T coming in at 5. I had Ice Cube coming in at 4.
You got Ice Cube at number 4.
Excuse me, yes, Ice Cube at 4. But I kind of put him with Ludacris because I was like, I like Ice Cube. I love what he's done for the culture. I love all the acts that he's actually discovered. If we actually go back to Friday, a lot of, people got notable roles off of that movie and, went on to do great things. But, if I like zoom in on him on Barbershop or some of the other Players Club, I hated his role in Players Club. Oh my God.
Okay. So right now we got an Ice Cube versus Ludacris.
Yeah. For the number 4 spot.
This is Ludacris. This conversation is Ludacris. Ice Cube trumps motherfucking Ludacris. This ain't even close.
Everybody loves Ludacris in Fast and Furious. Even though I never got into the franchise, he's been very successful in his acting career, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so Fast and Furious.
I'm not talking about Ice Cube putting the movie together, the casting, the directing, the writing, all that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying him actually being casted in his own movie, playing a role, doing the acting.
Okay, so If you take out Fast and the Furious, what does Ludacris have?
Move, bitch, get out the way. The music video. Good point.
Now, when we talking about Ice Cube, we talking Boys in the Hood. We're talking.
Yeah, you're right.
We talking like, come on, Boys in the Hood and Friday.
Okay, you guys, you know what? Let's scratch that from the record. Rewind. Put a sound effect over that. You're absolutely right. What was I even thinking? You know what I mean? Sometimes we equate popularity and box office success, even though, you know, obviously Ice Cube's had lots of success as well, to actual talent. But you're right. How could I say that against my Boys in the Hood?
Yeah. Friday, Boys in the Hood. Next Friday after
What about
next.
Anaconda?
Yeah, we're gonna leave that where it was at.
With J-Lo.
He got the Are We Done Yet? You know what I'm saying?
The family movies, and he's always still true to himself. Like of course, he just always appears as just like the cool, laid back guy next door, but it's also smoke you at the same time, right?
And Ice Cube has two of my favorite movies of all time: Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood and motherfucking All About the Benjamins. He got two of my all-time favorites. And of course, Friday and Next Friday and Friday After Next. Like,
wait a minute. What's our movie? You know what? I want to shoot myself in the foot. What is our movie with Tyra Banks and Omar Epps? They was in college.
Oh, you talking about, what the fuck was that called? Damn.
Oh, that was
Higher Learning.
Higher Learning. You know what? Okay, yeah, you definitely can't have me out here equating Ice Cube's movie career and acting skill to Ludacris. My apology.
And not only that, Ice Cube has a movie about himself, and his son's playing him in the movie.
Oh, now that's dope. What movie?
Wait. I might be tripping. Wait, did Cube's son play Cube in Straight Outta? Yeah. He played Straight Outta Compton, the movie.
I love it.
Yeah. So, but I actually got Ice Cube way. I actually got Ice Cube way higher on the list. So.
Yeah. Let's move him out of 4. We can definitely agree that 4 might have been too aggressive.
Now I do have LL at number 4.
Okay. Let's talk about LL.
And I'll put LL's career against Ludacris's also. So, you know.
Excuse me? Wait a minute. What did you just say?
I said I'll put his career against Ludacris's. His movie career, absolutely.
Oh, movie career. Okay. Yeah. Let's be clear. All right.
What was you talking about?
I don't know. I was ready to debate. I was like, I thought you was trying to say that you would agree that they were like equivalent in some other way outside of our conversation. So my apology.
Oh, you was talking rap?
No, just career, overall legacy.
He'd wash him in that still. Like, what are you talking about right now?
Ludacris would wash who?
No, LL would wash Luda.
Oh yes, absolutely he would. Okay.
And so LL, you know, has a bunch of shit, but he also did TV, movies.
And all due respect to Ludacris, like, wasn't he like a DJ? He really pulled himself up out of bootstraps as well.
I mean, shout out to Luda. Luda's just not in my top 5.
Yeah, exactly. No,
you know what I'm saying? Clearly, he was in yours.
He was in yours. I had, if I'm being completely honest with y'all, I was like, I'm going for Ice-T because I love it. I've watched every episode up until probably 2018 of SVU. Love it. But then I was like, T.I., Ludacris, Ice Cube. But I was taking Ice Cube out of, again, the position of, you know, he's a creator. He's writing it. He is so talented in so many things, but just him as the actual person cast in the role. But I was out of line for that. I do agree that 4 was a little aggressive.
So, would you put Luda over LL? Remember, LL had TV, movies.
I've moved Ludacris out of the top 5 conversation. Rappers turn actor.
Okay.
But I would like to come back to LL Cool J because as much as I love LL, we got Deliver Us from Eva, Any Given Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
What else have I seen?
SWAT, Halloween H2O, Deep Blue Sea, In Too Deep, Any Given
Now,
Sunday.
wait a minute. Now, I'm not going to give y'all too much of where I put the ranking of my other favorite rapper turned actress in this, but why was he on the last holiday climbing on that dang porch? Did you see the last holiday?
Yeah.
I feel like that movie role for him alone should push him down. We may have to swap Ice. Okay, I'm putting Ice-T over him. No, I'm lying. Because Higher Learning is one of my favorite movies.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real. I was fronting. I got Tupac at number 4 to be honest.
What you mean Tupac at number 4? You wasn't feeling Poetic Justice?
I said I got Tupac at number 4. That's good. Tupac only did a couple fucking movies.
Let me ask you a question, because we know that he got recasted, the character Kane in Menace to Society. Could you really see a Tupac playing that role? Do you think he would have brought that movie justice?
Absolutely.
Yeah, even with the legacy that Kane has built off that one movie alone, you could see him.
Look what he did in Juice. And I'm not gonna say that Tupac was the GOAT of acting or nothing like that, but for his,
was believable.
Yeah, for gang related, Gridlock, Bullet, Above the Rim, Poetic Justice, Juice, and Nothing But Trouble is that backup dancer. I don't know if you remember that one. You was a little young. But
no.
For all these movies to come out damn near back-to-back years, I hot take, I think Tupac would have an Oscar right now.
An Oscar playing what role? What would the role have been that got him that?
I don't know, but I feel like Pac would have been that guy right now in acting. I don't even think he'd still be doing.
And it's hard to believe that he was so young. Like when these brothers was, passing away, they seemed so mature, so everything. Like, and to look back at our age now in comparison to theirs, like they didn't even meet their full potential. At 25 years old, what else could have been accomplished? So yeah, I could see why you would rank him.
Yeah. I gotta give it to Pac. I feel like his acting career would have took off. Mm-hmm. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Who you got at number 4? Who was your number 4?
Okay, so you guys, I'm a little woman of a certain age, so I got my notepad here, and so I said Ice-T. Oh, actually, it's Tupac Shakur. I spoke about him, not just being a rapper, but someone that was intelligent, but brought like his real personality to the role, like you said, what he did in Juice. But he was just a stone cold maniac, a killer. You know what I mean? Or was he just someone that was betrayed and didn't have emotional intelligence? He felt his friends didn't have his back. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna show your age right now. You remember him on A Different World?
Now, I do remember that with Jada Pinkett. He was a guest star. Now, you're right about that. How can I forget about that? And I could just see his smile and just the way he would just seem so happy to be in that opportunity.
Piccolo. I think his name was Piccolo, some shit like that.
No clue what the brother's name was, but I definitely could see them slowing it down and him coming in there smiling with the lollipop.
He was trying to fuck Jada brains out, but was really fucking Jada anyway. That shit crazy.
And we had no idea.
That shit crazy. To this day, she's still yelling out. Shit crazy.
You asked me who was my number 4. Look, I'm gonna pivot away from Will Smith's wife, another rapper turned actor. That I didn't even put on my list, but definitely should be there, probably even 1 or 2. But Higher Learning, it says that Tupac was fired from this film after his arrest, and the studio would not finance the film. So it's like, what role was he gonna play in Higher Learning?
Probably the Omar Epps' role.
You think so? You could see him sitting there with Tyra Banks?
I mean, if you're a good actor, you can see them in any situation. You know what I'm saying? If you're a good actor, you can see them in it. So, are we agreeing on Pac at number 4?
I think so. I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, because I still got other heavy hitters to touch on.
I think this is where we finna butt heads at number 3.
Okay. Who
you had at number 3?
To be honest with you, I'm making adjustments because I can't believe I forgot about Will Smith. So.
Oh no! Ain't no adjustments now, nigga. Ain't no adjustments now, nigga. Whoever
Like,
you,
hold on, let me take that one out and
who,
put this one back in.
nah. This
But
the
no,
Riding
that's
Out All
okay.
Day
So
podcast.
I gotta move Tupac from four. Okay, so I got Ice Cube, Ice T, Tupac. So remember going back to we're just a place people. I have Queen Latifah in here. I was like, dang, should she be number one or should I make her mid? You know what I mean? Because like she does have the awards and the accolades and the respect, but it came from a movie that is not one of my favorite movies. You know what I mean? Obviously, I love her sitcom, and Living Single the most. Love that groundbreaking show. But I just love her. You know, you talked about Tupac having an Oscar. She, in fact, was nominated for an Oscar.
Wait,
you know,
I did say Tupac would have won an Oscar. Yeah, she was nominated. She was. For what was that, for Chicago?
Ooh, now why are you gonna call me out? Yeah, Chicago. Yep.
She should have got an Oscar for Set It Off. Cleo in this bitch.
Absolutely. That's why I had her like.
I'm 1,000% lying. I'm 1,000% lying. Stop.
Oh,
Stop.
I love Set It
But
Off.
hold on.
Because,
but now a hood Oscar classic, definitely for that role, for sure.
That's what I was going to say. So you got to remember, we're showing our age again, because at the time, the role that she played, that was groundbreaking. You know what I mean? Now we have so many advocates for a community of people that could love who they want to love. But when she was coming out with the, braids look like, even though people had their own ideas of her sexuality or what she may be into or what she may not have been into, her kissing a woman on screen back then was a big deal.
It was.
That was a big deal.
It was.
You know? And then just the way she went out when she smoked that cigarette. I mean, when we think about things that just go down in our history and our childhoods that just are like, ingrained in our memory, when she lit that cigarette and just went out like a gangster, like just gave up.
Yeah. So Queen Latifah, she was in House Party, Set It Off, Juice, Brown Sugar, Chicago, Barbershop, Last Holiday. I ain't gonna talk about that movie Taxi she did.
I didn't see that one. What about Girls Trip? Did you like Girls Trip?
Girls Trip. I fucked with Girls Trip. But there's a but. She was in Hairspray.
Didn't see that one.
She's done a lot of cartoon voiceovers.
See, and now I'm like, did Ice Cube put her in that position and cast her in Beauty Shop and gave her own,
The Equalizer TV show.
Oh, okay, let's stop right there. Because that is a hot topic, The Equalizer. So me and my partner and I, we always get into it about The Equalizer. He's like, this is so cheesy, turn off. But it's just like kind of like watching like it's like she's a legend. I love Queen Latifah. And as bad as it may or may not be.
Them stunts slow as a motherfucker though.
And then she just always be so cool. Like, you mean to tell me Queen Latifah and her cool Nike dunks is just...
whooping ass, taking names, jumping off cliffs, blowing shit up.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. Come on, Queen Latifah. Come on, you ain't Cleo no more.
Man, listen. I would have liked to see them revamp Cleo.
10 years from now, they probably gonna do a Set It Off.
That would be nice.
Jada Pinkett's kids want to rob banks now. Did you ever watch that movie Bessie that she did in 2015?
Absolutely not. What's it about?
It's about the actress. The singer Bessie. What was her name? What was that? It was a blues singer. Her name was Bessie. Bessie Smith.
Oh yeah, she starts her career as a blues singer and becomes popular in the early 20th century. No, but I will watch this.
Well, she got naked in that. Queen Latifah showed them titties. Kapow!
What?
Kapow! Watch, you finna go watch it now.
Yeah, I was already going to watch it. Now I'm most definitely going to watch it. Hey, Queen, I saw you at Megchella.
But yeah, shout out to Queen Latifah. She got a nice discography of movies.
Yes, absolutely.
But does she have a box office banger other than the one movie that Chicago? Other than Chicago, does she have a mainstream big movie?
Let me give that a moment of thought.
Was Scary Movie a banger?
Yeah, I believe so. You mean produced by the Wayans brothers?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That did box office numbers?
Yeah, get the numbers on that real quick. I would like to know how much they spent on the movie versus how much they grossed. I believe that was a topic of discussion.
Yeah, I'm not going to look for that right now. But anyways.
Now, look, we're going to do an honorable mention for one of my favorite movies. Again, showing my age. You people may not have even heard of this movie. But what about Carmen the Hip Hopper? Remember Mos Def was in that movie?
You know what? It is an honorable mention to Mos Def. Like, I feel like he's going to have a good, successful career in acting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he got busy.
Oh my gosh, how could I have forgot about Eve? Honorable shout out to Eve, also in the Barbershop franchise. And she had her own sitcom, named after herself, which is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, that shit was trash. No disrespect to Eve.
Love Eve.
No disrespect to Eve, but
Oh my gosh, how could I forgot about Method Man? I love Method Man on that show that comes on Stars.
Brandi is Googling on the spot, guys.
Absolutely.
Brandi
I just
is
want to give some
Googling
honorable mention because I did have my top 5 on a list, on a notepad. I worked really hard on my list and put a lot of thought into it.
So let's be clear. We're going to give Queen Latifah number 3?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right, Latifah number 3. Okay. All right.
Now, we gave some love to some people that we love. Can we also give some constructive criticism? How did you feel about Snoop Dogg and Baby Boy?
That nigga got busy.
Did you really like him?
That nigga got busy. Yeah, that was the perfect villain.
He is the perfect
villain. That nigga was beating up the little nigga.
He made me hate everything about those type of men. Got out of jail, went straight over there. Baby, I'm home. Nothing to offer but just tearing up stuff.
Yeah, that nigga was the perfect fucking villain.
Number one reason why men need to stay in their children's lives. They'll be letting them exes or them, crazy stepdaddies coming there.
I even like Snoop in what was the one movie with Denzel Washington? How did I forget? Training Day.
Oh wow!
It's the handicap nigga. I fucked with him in that.
Love Training Day.
But Snoop does have some bullshit.
Soul Plane.
Soul Plane was a hood classic. What was the movie? He had the Underdogs movie that came out in 2024. That shit was so trash. Y'all remember that, do you?
No, not at all. I'm not gonna sit here. Oh my gosh, you guys! Speaking of classics, in the hood, did you guys watch Bones? Snoop Dogg was in the Scary Movie.
That shit is is that a hood classic?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Hell no. That's
like equivalent to Tales from the Crypt, just so bad, but you just watch it anyway. Car Wash with Dr. Dre.
Hood classic.
Half Baked. See, these people have classic, roles next to people like Dave Chappelle. Like, who else could say they acted next to Dave Chappelle?
Very true. But I mean, Dave Chappelle ain't really that great of an actor either.
That's a great comedian.
Yeah, we gotta remember, we talking about great actors. I'm assuming our next 2 are what we call great A-list. Well, A-list actors. Like, my next 2 is definitely A-listers. And number 2 gonna shock you. For sure.
Okay, I'm ready.
Wait a minute. Oh, shit. I done fucked up. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, we got 2 more left. All right. So, at number 2.
I'm going to shock you with my number 2. I already know.
At number 2. Damn, man.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
I went with Mark Wahlberg. Remember Marky Mark from the Funky Bunch? How he turned not only his rapping into acting, he's so good at acting, he doesn't even want to be acknowledged as the successful rapping that he once did.
Let me shock you.
Okay.
He's on my list.
Oh my God, really? Where'd you place him?
Number 2.
Okay, look at there. Okay, there we go. So you thought you was going to shock me?
But this is the fucked up part.
What?
If we talking culture, Mark can't make the list.
Okay, that's fair.
If we talking culture, And, you know, remember back in the day, Mark Wahlberg was with all that bullshit.
And didn't he act side to side with our boy, Andre 3 Stacks?
Yeah, what was that, Brothers?
Something.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg has a very extensive list, and he's a top. He's one of the top guys.
So you didn't put your boy Drake in there, wheelchair.
Get the fuck out of here.
What was this?
Get the fuck out of here.
You know.
You got to think he was an actor first, so he's an actor turned rapper.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Damn, Mark Wahlberg, huh? Nah, he can't make the list. I'm sorry.
He can't make the list. Okay.
So, I'm sorry.
So we're gonna move him to honorable mention.
Yeah, of course I got Ice Cube at number 2.
Well, if I take Marky Mark away, who can I replace him?
She called him Marky fucking Mark.
Yeah, bro said don't call me. I apologize, Mr. Wahlberg.
You know he moved to Vegas now. He out here running shit.
Is he really?
Mm-hmm.
What's he got going on?
He's, they're trying to turn it into the Hollywood 2.0 out here.
Oh, aren't they bringing a sign out there?
They bringing all the studios, all that shit. You set the Hollywood sign?
Yeah, they said they was moving into Vegas.
Who the fuck told you this shit?
Google is your friend. Watch. You laugh and look it up.
Man.
Tell me what you see. Just put Hollywood sign moves to Vegas. Let's move it out there. Man,
I could put fucking Dick moves to Vegas. Some shit gonna pop up. Dick? Look at you.
Hollywood sign. Wait a minute though. Let's see if we got a reliable source. It's like, why did I leave Vegas once everything started getting cool? You guys got an NFL team, stadiums,
championships.
Yeah.
While she looks that up, this episode is sponsored by These Nuts.
That's moving to Vegas. Okay, it says here, the goal is to have the sign reassembled by early 2026. The location also aligns with Mark Wahlberg's push to make Las Vegas a new entertainment capital, referred to as Hollywood 2.0. So I just learned that today. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah.
The engineers are already planning the logistics of removing and reinstalling the 45-foot letters.
Where the fuck they gonna put it? What's funny is they probably gonna put that shit. Damn. I don't want to give up my location, but it's either got to be over here somewhere or over
Pahrump area.
Nah, they got to put it or anywhere they put it in Vegas. Motherfuckers gonna be able to go hike to that shit because these mountains ain't high.
Yeah, you're right.
I got homegirls that's higher than these mountains out here.
Wow. I said the cat. It says a 1.8 billion film studio approved. Okay, let me get back to the subject at hand. Don't make me go down this rabbit hole.
So we got Ice Cube at number 2. Everybody knows what's up with Ice Cube. Come on.
Yeah.
The franchise is crazy. It is what it is. We all know about Cube. We already know what's up. What do you think Cube's most iconic role is?
Just being himself, living legend Ice Cube.
I mean, Doughboy.
I'm gonna go with Doughboy. I mean, that's the one that I think that most of us would agree on. My most hated role of his, I love, my old school movies, still watch him with a passion to this day, but just his character in Ice Cube, I just hated him so much.
So you weren't fucking with him in Friday?
Absolutely love Friday. As the Fridays went on, I mean, it's just no comparison to the original. I can remember the day I went on a road trip with my dean of staff, my dean of students, and we went to the Magic Johnson Theater in LA and watched Friday. Like, could you believe what a premiere that would be to go to back then? And it just was like everything that I thought LA should be in that movie. You know what I mean? Like whatever ideas or stereotypes I may have had, like he brought them all in a funny, wonderful way to the big screen.
They calling this last one Last Friday.
Are you looking forward to it? Are you going to check it out?
Hell yeah, of course. And, we could argue about this. We could debate on this. I feel like part 2 is better than part 1. It's my opinion.
Nah. When he introduced our boy, What's his name that I love?
Who?
Drawing a blank.
Day Day.
Day. Yeah, that's his name on the show. On the movie, yeah. No. When the Hispanic homeboys came in there and they had broken their house.
That's my shit.
You just like that girl in that role. Stop. You just
Spanish
like that.
chick.
You just like the curly hair mommy.
She was a baddie. I wonder what she looked like now.
Please find out.
You know how them. Never mind.
No. Don't try to slide your little male chauvinist pig like no, I do not know.
Hey, I forgot I ain't got a male on here no more to talk
yeah,
shit
like
with
what
me.
do you mean?
I have to shut that
Still
shit
glowing,
up
beautiful
quick.
hair shining.
I had to shut that shit up real quick. So we got Ice Cube at number 2. It's self-explanatory. And I think we all know who number 1 is.
Drum roll, please.
Go ahead and announce it.
I'm going with Will Smith.
Absolutely. Will fucking Smith. The legend. Yeah. The legend. Not only is Will Smith number 1, but Will Smith's out of this whole list, I feel like he won a Grammy. He got an Oscar. And I think he got some type of award for his television shit, like a Golden Globe or some shit like that.
Wait, so you're saying that Will Smith is almost an EGOT? It's not?
One of them motherfuckers. I could be wrong.
Let me see.
If he didn't, I'm giving it to him now.
Okay.
Also, he was successful on TV, music, and movies.
Absolutely. And to pivot into actors turned rappers, which we discussed earlier, what about Chris Rock playing that role in CB4? And how does it relate to so many rappers today?
Hood classic.
Not
only does it relate to rappers, it relates to niggas in real life. Like, there's so many CB4 ass niggas.
Indeed. And it kind of made, like, the music industry and the, Hollywood, it just seems so deeply intertwined. Like, we talked about Tupac. There's Jada Pinkett. There's Queen Latifah, Will Smith. It's like they're all connected some way.
Yeah. 7 degrees of separation.
It's got to be even smaller for them.
4 degrees of separation.
Mm-hmm.
But Fresh Prince, Bad Boys, come on, Men in Black, Ali. Like, this nigga.
Ali is my movie. Like, there's only a few actors that when you watch the movie, you really see the person. Like, when Jamie Foxx did Ray, when Lawrence Fishburne did Ike Turner. There's just, like, so many movies that you could think of. Like, when I see Ali and Will Smith. Like, he played the hell out of that role.
When the one nigga did Michael Jackson, what was his name? The comedian. The one comedian, what was his name?
Ooh. I'm like, who?
I forgot his name. What was that nigga's name?
One moment. Search engine, please. You said a comedian was playing Michael Jackson so well?
Yeah, he wasn't. It was 100% joke. People look it up. The listeners will look it up.
Oh, I know. Okay, so you just put one on my head. You're making a joke when our boy.
Your boy.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. You play all day. Now I got the visual. Now I got to find the name of him in the movie. I know what you're talking about. I can't
remember that nigga's name. They'll find it. Trust me, they'll find it.
Okay.
So for our top 5 rappers turned actors, we got Will Smith, Ice Cube, Queen Latifah, Tupac, and Ice-T.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I fucks with that list. Mark Wahlberg would have been on the list, but unfortunately, this is not a list of others right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now these come the good questions. Out of the top 5 rappers turned actors that we have, who had the most legendary role that nobody else could have did on this list? You can only pick one.
I'm going with Bishop and Juice.
Bishop?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me run through Will.
While you run through your list, it's Flex Anderson.
Yes,
playing Michael Jackson. Married to the beautiful Shanice. Again, that 4 degrees of separation.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be right. Bishop might have been the most iconic role. I
Who
mean,
could have played Doughboy? Who could have threw their hands up?
we could, I mean, Tupac could have played Doughboy.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't see
Tupac
it.
could have played Doughboy.
These characters are just so ingrained, you know, in our lives. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I have a hard time seeing Tupac as Kane. But like, to your point, you said he could have killed it.
Most successful beyond just a couple of roles, I feel like we know who that would be.
Will Smith.
Absolutely. Most controversial, Tupac.
Yeah, absolutely Tupac. So I heard something very interesting on another interview I watched yesterday. They were saying that Tupac was just so like revolutionary to be so young. Like he really wanted to be like close with the Black Panthers, if you will, right? Like he wanted that in his music.
His mom was a Black Panther.
Exactly. So it's like we got him, you know, right before he died, and he was in his, you know, bag then. But it's like he's had such a beautiful career in what seemed like a short span of time.
Yeah. Shout out to Pac. We got to keep it moving. Out of the top 5, who do you think had the worst movie choices?
Well, who we got? We got Ice-T,
Tupac, Queen Latifah.
So then again, I never want to kill somebody so bad. Queen Latifah, like you said, I mean, it's kind of hard because we can only work with what we're given, right? Like, how many roles could we really see Queen Latifah execute and we really believe it to be true? So she did a good job there. I'm going to exclude her from the conversation. She did good. Again, I'm going to have to go back to my boy Ice-T because as much as I love him, I know people, you know, give him a really hard time for his acting skills.
So you said you're gonna go with Ice-T. I think I'm gonna agree because I ain't watched too many of his other flicks. He got some shit. Funniest role, who had the best comedic performance? That nigga still quote. Who?
Absolutely Ice Cube.
Ice Cube? I'm gonna agree with you on that one. Okay. Best villain role.
Lord have mercy, Snoop Dogg. He ain't even on the top 5, so who else?
We gotta go Tupac. We gotta go Bishop.
Of course, yeah. Nobody's giving it up like that.
Okay.
Someone said that he was even a toxic king in Poetic Justice. You know?
Nah. Pac was just a baby daddy going through it. Biggest surprise performance. Which rapper shocked you by his acting?
Lord have mercy. That's in the top 5 or of all time?
That's in the top 5.
Surprised me with their acting. I was like, wow, that was.
I'm gonna go with Will Smith in the movie he won the Oscar for.
Which was what?
King, what was it? King Charles? King Joe? That's a goddamn shame. I don't know about her. What was it? The movie with, you know, he plays Serena's and them pops.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
King Richard.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good role. That was a nice, cool role. And Will Smith grossed crazy fucking movies. Money. Aladdin did $1 billion.
$1 billion? Come through, Aladdin.
Suicide Squad.
Was Princess Jasmine top 5 Disney characters?
Princess Jasmine top 5, yes. Why not?
Yeah.
All of the ethnic ones are top 5.
Absolutely.
Hancock did $600 million. Men in Black, oh yeah, his shit's crazy.
Men in Black is out of there.
Yeah, Men in Black.
How much Men in Black do?
This is part 2. Did $500. Bad Boys for Life, $500. Shark Tale, $300. Men in Black. Oh, shout out to Shark Tale. One of the greatest cartoons ever fucking made.
So you mean to tell me you put Will Smith over Craig in Friday?
For what? For what? For what?
For most impactful on the list.
Yep.
Character.
Yep.
So tell me what character and what movie besides the King Richard he was the most impactful. The character himself just resonates with you and you think of from time to time.
Wait, you're talking about like the one whose role was the most impactful, like the surprise performance?
Yeah, I would say Ice Cube. Just how he was just laid back. It just seemed like it wasn't even acting. It just really felt like real people, real families, like real things that could be happening.
But when you think of impact, how was that impactful though?
It still impacts people to this day. Nobody going back in 5 minutes. Like all the.
Yeah, but that's more comedic. When you talk impact, you talking like, oh my God, this shit was so powerful, impactful. I couldn't believe that was Will, and but it could be
okay, like outside of himself.
Yeah. Now, iconic role. Well, even in Friday, Q wasn't it was Chris Tucker.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with you. Of course, we love Chris Tucker. I think that was the first time I ever seen him. That was his iconic introduction, right?
Yeah, Chris Tucker held that shit down.
But they both kind of did, because you're right. When they introduced Day, as much as we love him, I still yearn for that reconnection of those two characters together. Like they bounced off each other perfectly.
Prediction: what do you think the script gonna be for Last Friday? How you think they're gonna put it together?
Man, look, I would like to see them in a mature age. I saw Felicia on an interviewer blog today saying, oh, we shouldn't, redo it because so many of the original cast has passed away. I'd like to see a spinoff of my life. I'm like, no, I don't want to see a whole spinoff of your life, but I would like to see how did the characters progress. You know what I mean?
Like a prequel to By Felicia?
That's what her suggestion was, but I was like, no, I don't want that.
That's how you know she's still smoking.
But I will. But she told us, remember, wait a minute, she said she wasn't a smoker, see?
No, I'm talking about her character. I
know, babe, but what she was saying is, I was not a crackhead in the movie. I had some mental health illness. Nowadays, we just categorize everybody as, they're on drugs.
Felicia.
She's trying to revamp that role. But no, I don't want to see a spin-off of it, but what I'm saying is, I would like the Last Friday to wrap up all the characters. Like, let's talk about all the characters, okay? We got Nia Long, right? Debbie. What is she going to do? Back then, she had the fly haircut, the skirt. She got
a tax service now. Next. She got a tax service.
Okay, this could be fun. I like that. Okay, what happened with Debo after he got beat up? Well, he was in some of the sequels, so we kind of know what happened with Debo.
Debo back in the pen.
What happened to Big Worm? Is he still selling drugs and chasing people down for dime stacks? Did he become an entrepreneur and pivot to another career?
Debo opened up some barbecue soul food spots and sell used cars.
Okay, I like that. What about Red? Is he still getting bullied? Does he learn how to stand up for himself? Do he have a family, children?
Red is actually an entrepreneur and owns a couple of fucking properties in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, so he made some of himself.
Yeah, he's married to
Regina King, the sister, Ice Cube's sister, Craig's sister.
She's married to a pastor.
Oh my gosh, so she's married to the pastor. Okay, yeah. What about Paula J. Parker's role? And you know what? It took me like years. I was like however many years old when I first saw that when she was banging on Craig, she had a whole another man laid up in the bed. I'm gonna say she's a born again Christian.
Yeah, born again Christian. Okay.
Moved to the South, repackaged, rebranded.
Yeah, 8 kids.
Who else we got? Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Wow, what an iconic, role Bernie Mac had. Like, even though he wasn't like the main character, just the small scenes that he had was very, memorable.
Funniest role. Who had the funniest role out of the top 5? That's easy.
You said who's the funniest?
The funniest role.
Okay. Let
me see.
No, I wouldn't say Tupac was funny.
Yeah, you gotta say Cube and Friday.
Yeah.
And not to mention, we're talking all of Fridays too. All about the Benjamins. Like, that nigga has some funny shit. Who do you think, not just on this list, Who do you think is a dope up and coming actor that you fuck with?
Oh man, I really hate to admit it, but I am guilty of watching a lot of like the Powers, the BMFs, not the Powers, but like the BMFs, like, I don't know that they were rappers per se, but they were in the rap industry, I guess. So I would have liked to see what Little Meech was going to do with that character. It was like, it was like, again, watching that, TV that would be categorized as bad acting, cheesy, a little bit.
Big Meech fucked that up.
Oh
Big
my
Meech
God.
fucked that up. You know who I'm fucking with?
What's
Fucking with Donald Glover.
Oh, tell me about that. This is America?
Yeah. Atlanta. The TV series Atlanta. He was in what? Magic Mike, Spider-Man, Swarm.
Oh, wow. Now who's on Google?
Yeah, he got a bunch of shit out that he's done, and that I could see him going further in his career with. I'm pretty sure he got some more shit coming out.
I like seeing Method Man going back to
honorable mention to Meth. Come on, how Power Book 2.
Who is that?
I said Power Book 2.
Oh yeah, exactly. I love seeing him on there. I love to see how he's matured as an adult.
Honorable mention to 50 Cent.
What movie? What you got? Oh yeah, he's on the same sitcoms. I mean, the same shows.
Yeah, 50 Cent got a bunch of shit. Den of Thieves, Expendables, the movie where he got skinny as fuck. All Things Fall Apart.
I've never seen that movie. I know the picture reference.
Everybody said that nigga got skinny as a motherfucker. Thought he was finna win an Oscar.
Well, let's just give him an honorable one. We don't want to get roasted for the next 10 stone years.
Said that nigga damn near died. The movie went great.
He is so buff and fit, like, since the beginning of time. Like, the dedication it would take when some of us can't lose 8 pounds to drop that type of weight. He should have got an award off he should have got an award off his commitment to the role.
Yeah, that nigga should have got something. That nigga was definitely skinny.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I think that's shit. I think you got any other questions for the viewers and the listeners?
Yeah, I like to, just hear what they have to say. Like what actors turn rappers turn actors, what they go with and why.
They gonna be mad about the Mark Wahlberg shit.
Why?
All my white audience gonna be mad. That's no fucking fair. You guys just did top 5 white bitches of all time.
Oh, who was on that list? Let me go back and listen.
Shit. It was, I don't know. Marilyn Monroe was like number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There was a bunch of them.
Anna Nicole Smith?
Anna Nicole Smith was definitely on my list. I don't think she made it though.
Coco? Ice-T wife?
Fuck no.
No, you're not a Coco fan? I thought you would be.
I mean, she's straight, but what was she going to make the list for other than being Ice-T's Coco?
Okay.
So once again, the top 5 rappers turned actors. We got Ice-T at 5, Tupac at 4, Queen Latifah at 3, Ice Cube at 2, Will Smith at 1. Honorable mention, Mark Wahlberg.
Ludacris, T.I.
Yeah, shout out to them niggas. Who else? She said Eve. Yeah, Eve did her thing. I'll give that to her. Who else? Common. Oh yeah, Common get busy.
Yeah,
Andre 3000. Busta Rhymes.
Oh my gosh, Big Boy. Oh wait a minute, what movie was Busta Rhymes in? Oh, Higher Learning.
and Halloween Resurrection. What else was he in? I think he was in what the fuck else was he in? He was in something else. But I don't think he was a lead though. He wasn't. I don't think he's ever been a lead in that. No.
Because he's got a lot of movies on his list here.
Shout out to Redman. We said Andre 3000, Common, Eve, DMX, Ludacris,
50 Cent,
Bow Wow. How we forget about Bow Wow?
Tell me Bow Wow's movies again. Let me think. That's the one of the part.
Like Mike, Fast and the Furious, Scary Movie, Johnson Family Vacation. What was the one movie where he
Lottery
found
Ticket.
Lottery Ticket? What else? He was on he did some TV too. He was on one of them SVUs.
You're right. Bao has had a great career.
Yeah, I think it was the Vegas one.
He's still touring and making girls go crazy on that tour run he's currently on.
Yeah. So shout out to Bow Wizzle.
What about R&B singers top 5? Now that would have been a good conversation. Moesha. We got to put Brandi in there.
Damn, shout out to Brandi. Brandi was one of the first to do it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shout out to Brandi. Who else? R&B wise, who else?
I know, so many great roles. Let's take a moment to think of that.
Nah, this is a podcast. We ain't got a moment. Any closing words?
No.
Hey man, shout out to you for coming on the pod and holding it down too.
Absolutely. It was a fun time. Thank you for having me.
We'll see more Brandi. Right now, all we hear is just us talking. So ain't no music to this. You know, ain't no cuts, no edits. As y'all know, I don't edit the podcast. Whatever you hear is what y'all get. That's how it's been. That's how it's gonna be till we get a big check. Close us out, Brandi.
Close it out. All right. And being a